these days plants are not cheap. They do cost a pretty penny. When you're out and about at the nurseries, you can be in sticker shock, really. So I think it's important to, see what other gardeners are having success with. I'm in zone 6B in northern Kentucky. So we are really getting into the heat of summer. And, these are just plants that I would say plant without regret. You don't have to do a lot of, amending to your soil. You don't have to do a lot of watering other than, the first season. These are top plants that have been, number one, just great performers in the garden. They've come back. Maybe they require little to no maintenance, aside from deadheading. Also, plants that are easy to propagate. They're easy to take cuttings of, whether by means of water propagation or taking root cuttings. Plants that you can divide and transplant easily. This here is a gorgeous oak leaf hydrangea. Now, this is a native hydrangea. Its leaves are huge. They're like the size of my palm and even bigger. The blooms on these are like a white creamy color. And the oak leaf hydrangea really does provide numerous seasons of interest. Of course, this is the summer look where you've got these huge blooms. Pollinators love them. As you get closer to the fall, when things start to cool down, the leaf color does change on these to a burgundy type tone. These do not require any pruning. And they also have peeling bark, which is another lovely look. The reason the oak leaf hydrangea is on my list of powerhouse plants is that I bought this in the heat of summer last July. And I'm not gonna lie, the leaves are looking a little raggedy, but man, has it come back beautiful and better than ever. I'm seeing so much additional growth, and as I understand, these things get pretty huge. So the spot that I have it in here in my backyard, I'm trying to obscure by creating a living fence, if you will, a nice hedge along the fence line so that we can have more privacy and so that we can obscure the view from our neighbors, which, we love them. They're great. But we do want to have that privacy feeling in the backyard. So I think a nice little collection of oak leaf hydrangeas is the way to go. Deer do, as I understand, enjoy eating from these, a little salad buffet, but I have them here in my fenced-in backyard. Arborvitaes are great trees. In this case, this one is called a green giant arborvitae. We purchased 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5, if I can count. 5 of these arborvitaes 3 or 4 years ago, and we purchased them already pretty tall at over 10 feet, and they have surpassed that. The leader on here shows that they're just going to get taller and taller and taller. As you can see, a nice little living fence here, a hedge, also to create some of that privacy that we need in our backyard. I don't have to prune these ever. These have grown really well. I do fertilize in the spring. And other than that, I just made sure that they were really well watered. Let's say the first 3 years. I've watered these in the heat of summer and made sure that they got plenty of water. And they've been pretty happy. They get full sun. This here is called an obedience plant. It is also native. This thing will get super duper high. I'm hoping it'll obscure this gas meter here. This is on a south facing garden bed here along my house, and the obedience really spreads really well. It's really prolific. It has gorgeous purple blooms on it. Pollinators love it. I say obedience is a really great native option if you're looking to get that in your garden. This one's called Hydrangeas sea holly. Check out those glossy leaves. They almost look like something you could eat. This one has really grown well from seed since January. I cannot wait to see what this is going to look like once we start to get some bloom stalks. Right now, it's put all its energy towards the leaves, as you can see. But I'm thinking any day now, especially as we get into these hotter months, we're going to see some lovely blooms on this. Of course, I have to talk about the ever lovely quickfire hydrangea. I replaced some rose bushes with a couple of these, and wow, you can see these white blooms here. They're just going to be really pretty, and they're going to change to a shade gradually over time, pinkish hue as we get especially closer into the fall. These have just grown really well. And another one, that I purchased in the heat of summer. Hydrangeas are notorious for being, um, you know, lovers of water. So if you can just keep these well watered, if you buy them in the summer, they're going to come back happy. On the same south facing garden bed on the side of the house, I have this miscanthus grass. This is just one plant, and at some point I'm going to have to dig this up and divide it. You don't really want to do that until the fall, until it starts to go dormant. And you do want to leave these plumes, these blades of grass up throughout the winter, give those a chop in early spring. But man, this has come back really well, and it just gives such a nice visual pop to the yard. Amazing what you can achieve with just one plant. This year also south facing, getting full sun all day, and these two native plants love it. What we've got down here is black-eyed Susan, and that is just one plant. Check that out. I'm guessing we're gonna have 10 blooms or something on that come late July. This one here is coneflower, or excuse me, echinacea. Coneflower, yes, that's right. But 2, 3, and who knows, there may be even more. But I am super excited to see what this beautiful purple coneflower is going to end up looking like. I just think that is so gorgeous on its own too. This is another one of those native plants. Purchased this at a native plant sale, just one plant. And this is how strong it's come back, and my hope is that it'll spread throughout this bed. This one is called Nepeta. I do not know which variety this is, but it looks like it gets a little bit, it's a little bit lower, maybe cat's pajamas or something, cat's pajamas. But it is a powerhouse in the fact that it's very drought tolerant. Now this is one plant from cuttings. That's a second, and that's a third. Purple salvia. I did do a pretty good pruning on this, deadheading, because this will give me another flush of blooms soon. And the bees absolutely love this. It's really such a necessity, I think, if you've got like a cottage style garden area. Some gorgeous yarrow. Again, just one plant that I picked up at the fall plant sale last year. These have some gorgeous yellow blooms on them. These have really lasted a long time. You can see the kind of bluish green foliage pairs nicely with the blue star juniper. This is also just one plant that I got from Lowe's or something for $30. But I just think this yarrow is gorgeous. I'm currently trying to propagate it to see if we can get more plants in here. I think it would really complement some of the other things I have in this specific garden bed, like the catmint, which is that purplish blue hue to their blooms. Check it out. The Nandina is in bloom. I've never actually seen that. Pretty. Nandina, also known as bamboo. Loves the shade where it's at, although it doesn't grow that much. I don't know if that's because it's in full shade. It may actually do a lot better in full sun, but we could look at maybe transplanting it. But it does look nice here. It's just kind of tucked away into a corner here on the north side of the house. Which brings me to another power plant. Although I don't love the holes that I keep getting in these hostas. Here is that red clover I was talking about. It produces a lovely bloom that almost looks like thistle or something. Purple. I love the leaves. Aren't those pretty? Everything that I've looked up on Google, tells me about slugs and whatnot. But I don't know if that's what's eating them. I don't know. I just know that they have holes literally just evenly distributed among every single leaf. And it has just started in the last couple of weeks as we've gotten hotter. So any help on the hosta situation would be greatly appreciated. These have been split and divided. And I like looking at them when they don't have holes all in them. So help, please write your comment down below. Let me know what you think. And you might think that this is a tree. at this point it is. It's technically a viburnum shrub. It's a leather leaf is what they call it. I mean, what else is there to say? It's amazing. It's over here on the north side of the house. You can see I've got my shade bed going on back there with the hostas and the hydrangeas and whatnot. And this thing just keeps growing and growing and growing. I've had to prune it a little bit to get it off the house, but man, I love this thing when it flowers. It's these huge, huge white blooms. It's gorgeous in the spring. So in my next video, I am going to be showing you guys some problem plants. So we've gone from top performing plants to, you know, they're not many, but there are a couple that have thrown me for a little bit of a loop this year. Maybe they've fallen short of my expectations, or they've been hard to keep alive. I've had to prune some dead stuff off of them. So you'll want to check in for that one. And yeah, just feel free to like and subscribe. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and a good weekend. See y'all.